over there this year, and I think a lot of people wanted to have a presence, and so Prizm, through their coordination of the show and that we had our spaces there, well, it was a good fit.
Do you know, Michelle, do you know how many works you have here?
You know, I don't know exactly. So I see, that's why I only know so much information.
Well, why don't you fill us in as we're going here? I'm just kind of looking at some of the artwork.
This is the Salon de Refusé exhibition, which has been a tradition for Toledo for a couple of decades now. There have been different community arts organizations that have, I guess, came up with the idea. Its inception started with a group called Spectrum, which was a community arts organization that existed, but it is now has disbanded.
Oh, it has? I didn't know
But
that.
they were the first ones to bring the idea to fruition. As kind of modeled after Paris's Salon de Refusé exhibitions, which were the alternative exhibitions to the official Salon.
What does that mean in English? It means
Show of exhibition or show of the refused. So
quite nice.
It sounds so much fancier when you say Salon de Refusé. So Spectrum decided, like the historical Paris Salon de Refusé, that Toledo needed a similar exhibition that was a refusal show for the Toledo Area Artist Show that has been offered at our fine museum for almost 100 years now. And they wanted an opportunity for local artists who did not get accepted into that regional exhibition to have another opportunity.
Okay.
So this show is formatted in a way currently by the community arts organization that has coordinated in the past few years, which that organization is Prizm Creative Community.
Oh, good, yes.
They have coordinated it so this is a non-juried show. If you have proof that you were not accepted into the museum show, then you are allowed to submit your works for this show.
Oh, good.
And the artist, I believe...
So you had to be refused.
Yes, you had to have proof of refusal.
Proof of refusal.
And then they pay a small fee per artwork. So some artists have only one work in the show. Others have multiple, and there is a fee based upon the number of artworks that you submit. And they all get to be in the show together as an eclectic representation of all of the different talents and interests of our visual artists in the community. And Prizm does a really nice job of reaching out to the community to secure awards for the show that are then juried by professional judges. And this year it was jurors Leslie Adams and Professor Barb Miner from the University of Toledo. So those two very talented artistic women in their own right came through the show and determined what they thought the awards should be. And then there also was People's Choice as well.
What kind of monetary, like, what price ranges was it?
I believe it ranged from $100 to a couple of $100, and then some of the, I guess, more namesake awards, I believe, were gift certificates, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, good.
So they do a really good job of getting some in-kind donations of awards, and then also sponsorship of some other awards. And if you need any more information about that, perhaps some of the literature that Prizm has left here may include some of those items. But if you do get a chance to come back, Beth Jensen, who is part of Prizm Creative Community, will be here tomorrow during our pickup slot, and she could give you some more definite details.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, I've worked with her before.
Yeah, so then you know her then.
Good. Well, this is kind of nice. Oh, this is a beautiful view of outside too.
Yeah, the artwork is so much warmer and more vibrant in here than the weather is outside.
Yeah, but it goes now.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It kind of mimics the shapes of the hydrangea bushes, doesn't it?
Do you know what this is? It's
this work is actually a sculptural work by an adjunct faculty member at BGSU. And this sculpture, not that I'm speaking for the artist, but it has the suggestion of functionality, but yet it's not functional.
Oh, okay.
Beautifully crafted though. This is his piece, and it has this larger piece in the back is his as well.
Is this one someone else is here
And
now?
that's Jack Wilson's,
Okay.
same as the one on the windowsill.
Okay, good.
He's a local sculptor who has his studio down on St. Clair Street, his shop.
Oh, good. How many years has this been going on here? Is this
Well, in our space, I've been here 8 years, and it was going on prior to that. So I would go on a limb to say that at least 10 years that it's been hosted in this space, but coordinated by different entities based upon who was going to continue
It was
the tradition.
downtown before.
Yes, and that's where, in its inception, it was in a much larger space, from what I understand.
Right.
Maybe you can talk to that, since I didn't live here at that time, so I'm not an expert. I just know from historical stories that I've heard.
It was on Europe, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Right by 20, the one, remember the 20? That was just
Oh, 20 North? Wait.
Yeah, it was right next door to 20.
Oh, really?
That, where it's,
Oh.
where the disadvantaged children
Yes.
are.
Okay, so is that
I
where?
didn't know what the right
Yeah,
word was.
shared life studios. Yes. Shared life studios.
shared
Okay.
lives? Yes.
I noticed, I've been to
I know one of my friends, actually it was my dad, that was like, I think I recognize this
yeah,
location.
and then I read.
What was this? The Sleeping Bear Dunes?
Yeah, it says Pear, Michigan.
Yeah,
But the reason because it said Sleeping Bear Sunset over
Yeah,
there.
so
I remember the title with the rocks, and
Yeah.
lo and behold, it's the same artist.
yeah, there you go, there you go.
What is this? A heart? It looks like
Yes, it
frozen heart. Digital text. Now that's kind of interesting. Huh. Just sheets here. Anywhere but here. Beautiful.
Not at her destination yet.
So you had to be refused to get in this show. Who's this? Diane. Common weed. Poppy pod.
glad that I overheard that conversation.
You guys are having too much fun.
I think I'll just wrap up that conversation.